The word for the day is choices. Sometimes we make good choices, and that's a great thing, but sometimes we make bad choices, and there's a consequence to pay. And a great example of that is Lot. God came down and told him he better get his family out of Sodom and Gomorrah because he's fixing to destroy it. And when they're in the process of leaving, his wife looks back and she turns to a pillar of salt, and so now he doesn't have a wife anymore. But you know what? Lot's problems began way before this decision, because back when he and Abraham were traveling together, and there was some strife amongst his servants and his families, and so Abraham says, hey, there's plenty of land here, Lot, I want to give you first choice. If you go to the left, I'll go to the right, and if you go to the right, then I'll go to the left. And so he makes his decision in Genesis chapter 13 verse 10. It says, Lot lifted up his eyes and saw all the valley of the Jordan, and it was well watered everywhere. This was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, like the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt, as you go to Zoar. And so, in other words, Lot liked what he saw. He saw all the water, and he saw all the opportunities that the land presented, and he didn't even consider that Sodom and Gomorrah was a sinful nation. And so he chose to go and raise his family in sin, in the land of sin, and he paid the price. Now, Abraham, on the other hand, was a smart guy. He made smart decisions. He made godly decisions, and here's why. In Genesis chapter 13, verse 18, it says, Then Abram, or Abraham, moved his tent and came and dwelt by the oaks of Mamre, which are in Hebron, and there he built an altar to the Lord. So the first thing that Abraham did when he moved his family to Hebron was he made an altar and he worshiped God. You see, and that's what Abraham did. Abraham got his directions from the Lord. He prayed before he made any decisions. So he always let God lead him, unlike Lot, who made bad decisions. He didn't follow God's plan or God's way. What decision are you going to make today? Are you going to make the decision to follow God's way, or are you going to make the decision to follow your own way? Because when we follow our own way, we're going to pay the consequences. When we follow God's way, sure, it's going to be rough, but God's with us and God's going to lead us through it. In the end, it's well worth it when we're sitting with Him in heaven, worshiping Him for eternity. Friend, I hope you have a great day and choose God's way.